Hello there, my name's Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a review on 3 e-liquid flavours which I purchased from www.vapour-room.com. Okay, so no need for any disclaimers today. So the 3 flavours that I purchased were the RY4, the American Blend and the Menthol. They're all 18mg strength. And I didn't realise at the time, but they're all actually VG based. Normally I'd always go for PG liquids, but whether there was an actual sort of box to check whether you wanted PG or VG, I can't quite remember. Obviously, if there was, then I didn't check it. But nevertheless, so I got the VG versions of those 3 flavours. Okay, I'm going to start off then with the RY4. I'm just using it in like just found an old 510 battery, and I just stuck like a Bogue 510 cartomines on it. As you see now, like vapour-wise, you get a really nice amount of vapour out of it. Obviously, that is probably helped a little bit by the fact that it is a VG liquid. Now, for those who aren't aware, you normally get liquids in either PG, which is like propylene glycol, or VG, which is vegetable glycerine. And VG is sort of quite well known for producing that, you know, sort of slightly more sort of thicker and denser vapour. Now, RY4, I've got to be honest, it's not a flavour that I would normally buy personally. I've tried it quite a few times of various sort of variants of the RY4 over the years. And it's one of those flavours where one minute I really like it, I can quite happily vape it for a good sort of few hours on the trot. And then the next minute I think, oh no, I just can't abide it. It's just quite a strange sort of flavour for me, but it's extremely popular. And I thought, well, let's just sort of go back and try again, just to sort of see if, you know, it is something I might end up sort of liking, because like I said, it is such a popular liquid. I almost sort of feel like I'm sort of missing out a little bit. But and also notice that this one is a decang. Like all the bottles, you've got a big decang sticker on it, and on the website they've got, like right next to each sort of product, they've got a massive sort of decang label. So these are definitely from Decang. And as far as I'm aware, Decang are the original makers of RY4. I may be completely wrong there, so if I am, obviously, you know, just leave a comment and correct me as what you normally would do. But so I thought, well, if it is from like the original like RY4, then it might be worth a shot. And now for me personally, I always find RY4 has got that nice sort of smoky sort of tobacco flavour to it, but it's got a very strong sort of, the only way I can sort of describe it is like a caramel taste. And more often than not, that caramel taste is what sort of makes it, for me anyway, a little bit sort of sickly. Whereas this one I'm trying here, the caramel taste is still very much present, but it's no way near as strong as what I've had on some other RY4s. And for me personally, it makes it a far nicer vape. So now I'm just getting a very nice little smoky tobacco flavour with, you know, a present caramel sort of taste to it as well, but nowhere near as quite as strong as some of the other RY4s I've tasted. And in, like for you, you may like that really strong sort of caramel taste, but for me personally, I prefer it when it's a bit sort of toned down. So this isn't actually, you know, quite a nice vape for me for the moment. Anyway, I might change my mind 10 minutes later. And you know, throat hit wise, it's 18mg strength. Now I personally find that the higher the nicotine content of the e-liquid, like the stronger or the harsher the throat hit. And 18mg, it's not particularly high or particularly low, sort of right there in the middle. I'm still getting that really nice little thump in the back of my throat. Okay, so that is the RY4. Now if you like your RY4s anyway, then I'm sure you probably really enjoy it. Or if you've been a bit like me, a bit sort of can't tell whether you love it or hate it in the past, maybe because that caramel taste is sort of too strong, then you know, it might be worth a shot for you. Because for me personally, it's a little bit nicer because it's not quite as strong in the caramel sort of taste. Okay, so the next flavour then, I've just swapped over the other cartomines. I've already sort of pre-filled them up. I believe is the Menthol or the American Blend. I did have them in order. I completely forgot what order it is, so I'll tell you in a second. is the menthol. Now, as most people who've sort of seen my any of my reviews, I know pretty much every review I mention about, I'm quite a big menthol fan, and so like, you know, obviously I'm always going to sort of try out the menthol if I'm going to buy some from a site. As you see, you know, like vapour-wise again, you know, with the old VG liquid, getting a really nice amount of vapour out of it, and it sort of really does linger as well with the VG the VG liquids. Now the flavour-wise, obviously, it is that sort of menthol taste to it. Now for me personally, though, it's not strong enough. I do like to have a really strong menthol. Now I'm probably quite different to most sort of menthol vapours out there. Most probably, you know, quite like just a regular sort of strength sort of menthol. Whereas me, I like to you know, have it so strong it's going to take the back of your throat out. I really do like that very sort of strong menthol, and this one isn't quite sort of doing it for me. Now it is don't get me wrong, it is a very nice sort of menthol flavour. It does taste like menthol. It's not got any sort of funny aftertaste. But for me personally, the actual strength of the menthol just isn't strong enough for me personally. But it is a nice sort of menthol vape. Also, like I said, I'm probably like quite an extreme sort of menthol vapour. Like I said, well, I do like it, you know, exceptionally strong. But, you know, if you don't want that, you know, you just want a nice menthol vape, I'm sure you'd probably, you know, quite enjoy it. And yeah, the throat here, again, I'm getting a nice little strong kick in the back of the throat. Okay, so the last one then must be the American blend. Now the bottle for this one, it's got a really nice smell to it. Obviously not the actual bottle, but the liquid inside it. And for me, the actual smell of it, it smells exactly like a pint of shandy. Now, I'd imagine you get shandy in most countries, but a shandy is like basically a mix of like beer, and then like the rest is sort of topped up with lemonade. You get that quite sort of sweet beer basically. And the bottle really does smell like that with the liquid. And the flavour of it, for me again, has got that sort of slight beer sort of taste to it. Obviously it has got that sort of, here's a smoky taste, not an overly sort of smoky taste, but it has got that very sort of present, like, you know, tobacco flavour to it. But it has definitely also got quite a sort of a strongish sort of hint of beer, and the three combined actually make it a really nice sort of pleasant vape. You know, you might not be able to see this, but just below the camera level, I've just got like a big sort of cloud of vapour that's just not just lingering and lingering. And again, like that is just like the VG. I do find that the VG does tend to come out quite a bit sort of, but maybe not so much like as in the volume of sort of vapour, but the actual sort of density definitely comes out a lot thicker than like regular sort of PG liquids. And I do find that it does tend to sort of linger quite a while as well, which isn't a bad thing, but you know, get some really nice smoke rings out of it. Yeah, but flavour-wise, it's a really nice flavour. It's not, I wouldn't say it's an overly strong sort of flavour though. If you're looking for an exceptionally strong sort of tobacco flavour, you'd probably not be interested. If you just want a very nice sort of pleasant tobacco taste with it, slightly sort of a beer edge, which is definitely something for me I can sort of quite happily vape on all day, because it's not so weak that you're going to get bored of it, but it's not so strong that you're going to get sort of sick of it. It's just a very nice sort of all-day vape really. And again, like the throat here and that, all kicks the back of the throat very nicely. Okay then, so there's not a great deal else I can really sort of tell you about them. So if you fancy trying them out for yourself, go along to www.vapour-room.com, type in this code at checkout, and they'll give you a 15% discount every time you purchase on them. Thank you very much for watching, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cig-reviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping. See you later.